Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Terrell Tia. This is going to be a reading for fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energies. It may or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings. The link to the website is in the description. Pastor is what I keep hearing tied into fire signs. Pastor, past her or pastor. I'm not sure. Pasture. You take that however that may resonate, especially if the 23rd Psalm is a really big factor in somebody who's been feeling the need for spiritual protection. But they feel the need for spiritual protection because they are the one doing the witchcraft. Like, all this is backfiring, huh? You feel me? That served a subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? That's what's happening here. Somebody is in a position to where coke. They're in a position to where they're suffering from financial losses and they're uncomfortable with it. But they're uncomfortable with it because they've been a deadbeat or unsupportive. It's like, well, why did you not help out for all this time? Why did you not do XYZ for all this time? Why haven't you feel me? Like, whatever is going on here, they just have not been available, supportive, nice, friendly at all. They haven't spoken, they haven't responded. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever is going on, it's like it's been way too long without contact or without support or without help, assistance. So something is happening here. Natalie, Nax, snacks. I don't know. It seems like somebody's in a place to where they're like, hell no. Like, you haven't been helping, doing this, doing that, being supportive, being welcoming, whatever. So, and you're expecting these people or this person to trust you? Like, no, like there's a repeated lack of trust here because somebody is refusing to be supportive or helpful, and money is all tied into this. It just seems like somebody who's trying to make it seem like somebody doesn't deserve help, love, support, attention, but in reality, they're just being evil, toxic, and narcissistic. They see this person as being perfect. So why would they contribute to their little perfect life? You feel me? You have everything. You have it going on. You're this, you're that. You feel me? People think you're the shit, like whatever. So they don't want to help this person. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody who's perceived as perfect, so other people hate them. You know what I mean? Like, I notice that people talk about like wealthy people like that a lot. Like, well, you have all that money, so what are you unhappy for? You know what I mean? Like, they don't have real life experiences and real life emotions, and you know what I mean? Like, didn't have life before they may have had the money or whatever. You feel me? Like, all of us experience highs and lows no matter what we have monetarily. But people are very insensitive to those that they perceive as having more than them or doing better than them. You know what I mean? Or people that are seen as better looking than them, or people that are seen, you know what I mean, as privileged in different ways. What do you have to complain about? All, you know what I mean? Like, your life is just perfect. Look at your body. I can't believe that you're complaining about that. Like, they do things like that. And it's like, and it's almost as if like that has played a really big role here to where somebody hasn't been supportive or supported or loved. Nobody's been helping this person because they perceive them as competition. It's like, oh, look at you. You already have everything for you're already popping. You already have it going on. You're already established. Don't you have $1 million in your bank account? Don't you make this much a year? Don't you feel me? Don't you do this for a living? Aren't you a doctor? Aren't you a lawyer? Aren't you, like, they'll treat you like that. Like, you don't have regular people struggles, and or almost like you don't deserve the wealth that you're acquiring, and that's what is taking place here is that people have been looking at somebody like, you got this and you got that, so why would we help you? Why would we invite you? Or why would you be able to relate to us? How could you possibly relate to us? Why would we, you know what I mean? Like, that's how they look, not realizing that these people are in positions to where, they could actually give them the game. They could actually teach them. They could actually help them. If these people weren't so insecure and felt inferior to people that looked better than them or had more than them, it's like, or were more popular than them, but they're intimidated, and that's just what it is, especially if there's a Whitty or Whitney. That's a factor in this equation. They're a weirdo and they're intentionally like trying to negate something or, make somebody look really negative, or question somebody's authenticity, but it's because of who they are and what they have, possibly what they look like. It could even be discrimination, like, oh, you're oh, you're black, so why would you know this, or how could you know that? You feel me? Like assuming you don't know shit, haven't seen shit, haven't experienced anything because you're black, or whatever it might be, or because you're a man, because you're a woman, you don't know anything about this or that. Like, that's what this feels like. Or because you're this age, how would you possibly have any experience doing XYZ? How could you possibly be professional? How could you possibly be this or that? Like, that's what's happening in this equation. And these people really need to humble themselves, because people are so arrogant and egotistical that when you are great at something, or you've accomplished things in your life, they look at you and think that you're better than them. And doesn't that tell you more about their ego and their character than it does about your own? You get what I'm saying? Like, why do you perceive me as being better than you? You feel me? If I just walk in a room, I haven't done nothing, said nothing, but you know that I make XYZ amount of dollars for a year. You know what I mean? Like, you instantly going, oh, well, you make, oh, he or she make this amount of money, so they think they all that. Look at them, look what they got on. They buying, spending all that money on them bags and shoes or this and that, whatever it may be. Like, that's how they act. You know what I mean? And it's like, you may not have even said a word to these people or to this person, but it's like people are just so like competitive and egotistical that it's almost, instead of trying to find similarities within each other, they'll try to find the differences and try to find why your elitism, your level of expertise or professionalism, or you know what I mean, it's your accomplishments or whatever. They try to find a way to like normalize the shit that you do, or try to find a way to make themselves feel superior to you because they are threatened by your accomplishments, threatened by your success. You get what I'm saying? So, oh, you spent all that money on them shoes. You spent all that money on that car. You spent all that money on that house. You spent all that money on that trip. You spent all that money doing this. You feel me? That's how they act. But it's mainly because if that was me, I would. You feel me? But it's their way of trying to like minimize your life or your lifestyle or your greatness, because they don't know what it's like to have that, to, you know what I mean, to live through that. And that's all this is. And again, it's like they thought witchcraft and manifesting through very dark entities was going to give them the life, the lifestyle that you may be manifesting, or that this other party is manifesting. And it's not. It's only bringing pain and suffering into their life, especially if there's a Kyla, Kaylin, Callie, Colleen, Killin, Kill, Cal, Kyle, anything like that. They use dark magic and witchcraft and dark practices and dark energy and hateful ways to be able to try to intrude on your life or the life of somebody that you're attracted to or connected to. And this was a huge mistake, because it's all backfiring, and it's going to backfire to where secrets about their own life and lifestyle are revealed, and it's going to impact their finances, you know. And it's almost as if like this person was being a bully, and they were being a bully because they didn't want to, again, be supportive. They didn't want to be helpful. And all of this is like, I don't want nobody to like you, fuck with you, support you, rock with you, spend money with you. I don't want you to be able to have money for yourself. I don't want you to be able to survive. I don't want you to receive these payments. I'm not going to take care of my child or children because I'm not giving you no money. They act like that, y'all. Like, I don't want you to get no type of attention, or somebody in this person's life is like, no, you're not taking care of your child or children, because they're jealous of this child or children. So if you have a baby mama or baby daddy, and the baby daddy or baby mama has a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or something like that, they don't want to take care of the child. They don't want this person to give you any money to help with your child or children, you know. And it's on some hater shit. Like, they don't want you to spend time with your child or children because they're jealous of your baby mama, baby daddy. You feel me? Like, period. Like, that's all this shit is. And they have went and worked overtime just to be able to sabotage your baby mama, baby daddy's life. Like, that's all that's going on in this equation. And it's like, man, like, you were going extra hard to try to tear their life apart. But it's like, for what though? Especially if there's a Simone that's a factor in this equation. It's like, yeah, you're really obsessed, and it's really nuts. Like, you really, you know what I mean? You really thought that your evil dark ways and all this dark magic, you know, the witchcraft that you practicing was going to tear their relationship apart or tear their life apart. And now you're realizing how strong the power of love is. Like, I don't care how many spells that you do. I don't care how much money you spend to get tarot readings, or how much money you spend to get people to help you do this witchcraft, how much money that you're spending on private eyes, you know what I mean? And shit like that. How much money you're spending on lawyers and doing all this crazy shit. It's like, it's not working. It's all going in vain. And I think that's what they're finally realizing, is that this was a horrible investment, a very expensive investment, but it was a horrible, expensive investment because now they're miserable and they still aren't getting the results that they're looking for. They still don't feel like they got anything out of this situation. But in my opinion, nobody is Maya. Nobody is about to continue to help these people or this person bully you or this other party in this equation, because they're a liar. Then I say that they're a liar, they're a thief, you know, and they're selfish. They really just don't want to see this other party successful. They don't want to help them financially or socially. It's like they don't want to see them loved and supported. So it's almost like this person is talking shit about you to other people because they don't want them to talk to you. They don't want them to have a relationship with you, or they don't want you to have a relationship with this person. Work, family, friend, or romantically. It's like they're going to continue to talk shit about this person and make it seem like they're unsavory in some type of way, unattractive in some type of way. But in reality, like, ain't nothing wrong with this person. This other party just seems like they're a deadbeat, or they've done things to where they have sabotaged this opportunity relationship for good. So they have to keep pretending that this is their sworn enemy. You know what I mean? Or again, somebody's feeling bad now because they didn't take care of their child or children because their husband or wife is way too jealous of their child or children. And they get it now. Thank you so much. Deja, is what I'm hearing.